And when I first looked at horror 8 years ago, I looked and I found about 9,000 films. And I thought, wow, this is a lot of films. It's a lot of work. And then when I went back to it this year, it's now, as I said, 27,000. So three times as much in only 8 years. And this is from the original creation of film. So we really are in a boom. And it's sort of two things that are happening at the same time. First of all, there are more films being made of all genres. But the more interesting of the two trends is that horror is growing as a genre proportionally. So even though we're in a boom of movies, we're in a horror movie boom of booms. And so it used to be only a few percentage of films were horror films if you go back middle of the last century. But now it's about 12% of films. About 1 in 8 films is a horror film. And I don't know what will happen in the future, but that's been growing consistently for the last few decades. So horror is not only coming in volume, but it's coming in market share. And if we think about the numbers, like in the 80s, there were maybe 200 horror films a year made, something like that. But in the last few years, it's 1,500 every year. So you just couldn't, I mean, I was going to say you couldn't watch them all, but that would be awful if you did. But like and that's so interesting to see why are there more and why they're more within a growing field as well.